Good morning. This is Mrs. Arinasa. Today, I would like to make a video regarding distance learning, regarding virtual classroom. Okay, due to COVID-19 pandemic, the Department of Education implemented the distance learning for all grade level. So as a teacher, I have to make sure that my virtual classroom is in good shape, meaning there's a classroom management. So in order to have a good classroom management, I need to implement a classroom rules and procedures, or there's a housekeeping in order to have a good environment that is conducive for learning, either in physical or in virtual classroom. Okay, so this morning, uh, the title of my video is about distance learning or virtual classroom. Okay, the objectives of my videos is by the end of this session or by this video, the students will be able to identify the rules, the procedures, and housekeeping for a virtual classroom. Because even it is a virtual classroom, there's still need of a classroom management. Okay, so this is the objectives of my video. Okay, so virtual classroom or distance learning. So the rules, there must be the rules and there must be the procedures. And then before that, you have to identify what is meant by rules. Okay, rules class is one of a set of explicit or understood regulations or principles governing conduct with a particular activity. So that is the meaning of rules. So you have to follow the rules in either in classroom or in the house. So rules is very important. And also we have the procedures. What is meant by procedures? Procedures is a series of actions conducted in a certain order or manner. Okay, for example, in science, there must be a procedure. First is you have to complete the material, something like that. Put the materials in a proper place. So that's example of procedure. So in virtual classroom, there must be the rules and procedures also in order to get the good virtual classroom management. Okay, and then one or the most important roles in my class, even in my physical classroom, are only the 3 R's. Okay, so in my physical classroom, I use this 3 R's, and I plan also to use this in my virtual classroom. Okay, number 1 is be ready. So meaning the students must be ready, meaning they know how to log in, they know how to get inside to get the website, they know the username and the password, they need to have the internet. They can use the laptop, cell phone, or the desktop. Okay, these devices must be ready, okay, before getting into the classroom. Okay, number 2 is 2R. The second R is be respectful. Okay, how to be a respectful? Okay, if you have questions, you have to raise your hand. You can use the icon, raise your hand there, so that I can see that you're raising hand and I have to call your name. Okay, so just raise your hand, don't talk. Make sure that, you don't disturb the class. Okay, so next is be responsible. What is meant by be responsible? Be responsible class meaning there's no disturbance in our class, even though we're using the Zoom. You don't send any malicious item there. Be responsible, okay? Because sometimes the students will post something that is not nice, that is not, what do you call this? That is not good. So be responsible with that. Think before you do it. Okay, so these are the 3 R's that the virtual classroom rules. Be ready, be respectful, and be responsible. Okay, so also we have the housekeeping. So when you enter the Zoom meeting or when you enter our virtual classroom, you need to mute your microphone. Do not unmute unless I have to tell you to unmute. Okay? Upon entering the meeting, you have to mute your microphone. And also turn off your video if needed. Just turn on if needed, turn off if needed. I will let you know when to turn off or turn on your video. You don't need to show yourself all the time, okay? Because showing lots of faces on our virtual classroom can distort. Because most of the time I have to share my my PowerPoint in the screen. So if lots of people showing there, it distract the attention of your classmates. Okay, so if you have questions or comments, just use the chat icon. There is a chat icon there. Okay, this is the chat icon. All right, so these 3 uh, are the housekeeping in our virtual classroom. And then there is a disclaimer, meaning sometimes the session is being recorded. So I need to tell you, that's why before we start our class, we need to give you the disclaimer letter to be signed by your parents that this class, sometimes I have to take the videos. Okay? So this is called a disclaimer. Okay? So if you have any questions, class, you can email me to my personal email, fiarinasawan@gmail.com, or you can email me in my school, fi.arinasa@pgcps.org. When it is my students, you can use my school email, but if it is a personal, you can use my personal email. Okay? So this is all about uh, on how to implement classroom rules, housekeeping in our virtual classroom. So I hope this video can help you guys to start your distance learning. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye-bye.